What's up, guys? I got another OneXplayer video for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at RPCS3 emulator, and particularly the emulator version that's 2 days older than today. So today's January 8th. I guess I downloaded this version 2 days ago because it keeps telling me to update. And when it comes to these emulators and everything, if it's working the way you want it to work, don't upgrade. Just keep it the same way. So if you guys can see my current version versus the latest version, it's not really that far. So, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna show you guys the version that I'm using so that you guys can match your exact system with mine. And if we go to the AMD version, I don't know if this is the latest version because I haven't clicked check for update yet, but that's the AMD driver software. This is the 5700U. Yeah, it is the latest version as of today, January 8th, 2022. And I just wanted to apologize. I haven't been able to make videos in a little while. We had the holidays coming up, and had a lot of things going on. I had four root canals at the same time, so I'm finally able to talk normally. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't been making recent videos, and haven't had much time either because just got a new job, and it's been pretty much eating up a lot of my time. Alright, so now I'm not going to be able to get to every single PS3 game here, but if you guys see a game on this list that you want to see that I missed, let me know, and I'm going to be going through each game and specific settings for those games, because every game is not going to work with the same settings, unfortunately. So each game has their own particular settings. So, and I'm going to add the timestamps so you guys can skip into whichever game you want to see. And if I miss a game that you guys want to see that you requested, because these are mostly games that people requested and that I've already had, a combination of both, please leave it in the comments of this video so I can use this video as a reference to start collecting games for the second video. And let me know which version you want to see it on. Like, for instance, I have the AMD 5700U, and I also have the 1165G7. I don't have 4800U, and I don't have 1195G7. So if you guys want to see this running on AMD or the other one running on Intel, let me know while you're requesting a video, so that'll make it a little bit easier, because I might have two different infrastructures of the same emulator, one on the Intel version and one on this. And this way I can easily collect specific ones for each system. Another thing I want to say is thank you guys so much for subscribing. I made it past 1,000 subscribers, so I do have this join button, which is a direct way to support the channel. Not quite sure what it does yet because it's still new to me, but you might see it pop up on my videos. And basically it's something that you could support the channel. I think it's like $2 a month. So if I've helped you out, or you feel that you have an extra couple of bucks to burn, buy me a coffee a month, I would appreciate it. Obviously it's not mandatory, and I don't have anything crazy exclusive other than I think it comes with some exclusive emojis and that kind of thing, which I have to do more research on myself, since I didn't even think I can get this far in YouTube. But yeah, the button is there, and I would appreciate all you guys that support the channel. But you're all supporting the channel just by subscribing as well. Me being a tiny YouTuber, can't really ask for much else. And hopefully this channel has been helpful for everyone. So let me get right to each game and show you guys some gameplay. Alright, so let's start off with Shadows of the Damned. Now, in order to get to custom settings with Shadows of the Damned, all you have to do is change custom settings, and then look here. Now, I'm going to show you guys a setting for each game, like I said, and I'll separate it so that you guys can click to whichever game you care about. Alright, so if you look here, it should be in 4K, so hopefully you guys will be able to read it, and I don't have to read all the settings for you. Just match your settings with my settings here. Okay. Now, this is for the AMD. Key things: I have relaxed Z-Cull accuracy, okay, multi-threaded RSX, all right, and we're on async multi-threaded, okay. Those things I'm going to be pretty much you're going to notice that they're a little bit different on each game. I believe these are default. I don't remember because I was customizing these games before. These are the only two things that are on, the PPU LLVM and the accurate LLVM. And now you're going to notice something weird here. V blank frequency, right? I have it on 120 Hertz. Obviously, it's not a 120 Hertz screen. However, the game is locked at 30 FPS. And this will boost it to 60 FPS without doubling the speed. So it'll be kind of like an overclock. Alright. PPU thread count is 2. I'm not sure if that's default under the debug settings. But just keep that in mind. That's my custom settings for Shadows of the Damned. And let's open that up and get it started. Now I'll have the performance metrics up top. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to see it clearly. Let me turn this down because I have it connected to an external speaker. And I don't want it to blast. Okay, it's pretty low. Now, I'm already into gameplay on Shadows of the Damned, so let me hit this light here. Hopefully you guys can see it clearly. As you can see, it's running in 60 FPS. Now, it doesn't mean the whole game is going to run at 60 FPS because this emulator is not exactly perfected or anything like that.
Is that you? I can't see for shit.
If only there was some way to shed light on the situation.
Don't mock me, bitch.
Just use the light shot on that lamp. Sorry.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to listen to him. We're not followers, we're leaders. Alright. I played this game when I was on when it was on PS3 a long time ago. Really enjoyed it.
Themselves. It's what's for dinner.
It's what's for dinner. What? There's somebody in the window. What the hell? I never noticed that. Is that a glitch? Oh shit. Shadowy man in the window. Huh? Alright. Obviously some people were having dinner here. And it went terribly wrong. But yeah, as you guys can see, this is running pretty fine. Not going to have any issues here.
Fuck yeah.
I'll be drinking by accident.
Chingada madre, not again.
And this time there's no goat to save us. Quick, the door. Run through the door. Oh, much better. No darkness and, dare I say it, no demons.
Oh, what happened to that poor man? Got an axe in his head. Anyway, hopefully this is clear, guys. I know my camera likes to do this auto brightening crap.
Nice one, G. Are you sure you need a tour guide?
I'm drinking too much.
There's the goat head, out the window.
The goat head.
Demons do love their darkness.
Then why don't they just cover the whole underworld in it?
Too much of a good thing can kill you. They say to wear sunblock in your world, right? Same idea.
Now, as you can see, you do get some hiccups here or there, especially because this is your first time loading it. And because the V-blank frequency is at 120, it is kind of running, for the most part, at a decent frame rate. But it is up and down. On Intel, the frame rate was pretty solid for the most part until you got to new areas as well, so nothing different there. Eh? I don't remember this game that well.
When she picked out that lingerie.
You? In a Victoria's Secret?
Alright guys, well, we're gonna move on to the next game in a minute. In a Victoria's Secret.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Keep running! There's no way to disperse darkness this thick!
This game could be a little addicting.
More darkness dead ahead.
But I don't want to waste any more time on this game, so we're gonna move on to the next one, alright?
Right.
Okay, next we're going to be checking out Bleach, Soul Resurrection. Let's check out the custom settings there. And just like the last video, I believe it's around the same. We got safe SPU block. You know, you guys can see it there, hopefully clearly enough. And just copy my settings there. And then we have the AMD. The difference is I have Precise on. VSync is on because this game gets a little shaky with VSync off. And you're going to notice that with a lot of PS3 games. Strict rendering mode. Okay. And then we're going to go over to advanced. Now, this game's V-blank frequency I put to 75 Hertz. You don't have to do that. If you want a regular speed, leave it at 60 Hertz. For me, it felt a little bit slow, and I wanted to increase the speed because I have fun with fast-paced gaming. Anyway, so I turned it to 75 Hertz, so you're going to notice it might play a little tiny bit fast on the movie clips. However, it's not 30 FPS like this game is originally, so it's a little bit faster. It has the illusion of being closer to 60 FPS when you're playing. So put the V-blank frequency on 75 Hertz if you like. Okay, go back here. Of course, all my settings are optional. You can start with my settings and then mess around with it from, after that, and then determine if you want to keep it or not. All right, let's boot up Bleach Soul Resurrection, and we're going to check that out. See how that is. See how that is. But yeah, I'm going to try not to stay too long on any games, but at the same time, I wanted to show you guys some decent gameplay also. So I don't want to make it too fast either. That's a prime example about the irregular drivers for this OneXplayer. Some things are really loud, some things are really low. So it's like, even with external speakers, Bluetooth speakers. Alright, so let's go to story. I'm just going to do the first mission.
After the war at the Soul Society,
you guys got to see what I mean by the speed.
Returns to the world of the... Let's go! Let's go! This is Waco Moon. Not very cheery.
Now remember, this game is locked at 30 FPS normally. So right now we're getting 38 FPS.
Our castle. Let's go.
So it's moving about 10% faster.
Las noches.
Let's go. All right. Let's go. Let's go.
This is not a very hospitable welcome.
There's no time to waste. Let's get going. No need to hold back now.
Flash that. Forgot all about flash that.
We run and run, but it doesn't seem like we're any closer than we were. Is that palace really there? Maybe it's a mirage.
It's no mirage. There's no way we can be seen from here. Would you like me to explain to you what a mirage?
Would you like me to explain to you what a mirage is?
Let's go.
You don't look like you're from around here.
Are you a hollow?
Yeah,
Let's go.
I know 2 of the Iran cars.
Are you really an Iran car? This is different than the Iran cars we met in the world of Bleach.
You guys are even less like Iran cars than we are. You don't have enough. Because you're wearing a wrong outfit.
Wait, I'm not gonna kill you. What are you talking about?
Nell became a traitor the moment I became friends with the Soul Reaper. Traitors are all killed. You have to take Nell. If you don't, I'll cry.
All right, stop crying.
Well, hopefully this is clear, guys. I'm sorry for the brightness going in and out.
Rukia! Randa! You guys!
Idiot! Why did you go to Waco Mundo? Why did you wait for us to come back? We would have come no matter what time. Why couldn't you trust us? Aren't we your friends, Ichigo?
Anyway, as you guys can see, it does play fine.
Don't ever make me ask
Not gonna
you
have
that
any
again.
issues with this.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now, during the movie clips, it might run a little bit fast. Just keep that in mind, guys. So if you never played this game before, then you probably want to keep it at 30 FPS.
Don't get in my way. I'm going through.
It looks like actually it's playing fine.
Let's go!
Watch out, Ichigo!
Let's go! Minos is nothing.
Don't ever let your guard down.
Here I come! I know.
Minos is nothing. Minos is trash. Uh-oh. 3 Minos may be something. And we killed these 3 Minos.
There they are. This won't give up. Teach them all a lesson.
Oh, you bastard. You bastard Minos.
No need to hold back now.
You're losing your edge, Ichigo. You need some help?
Shut up, Ryu. Just sit there and watch.
You're almost there, Ichigo.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Oh, there we go.
No need to hold back now.
Flash step. Let's dodge that foot. Oh, he didn't see that coming. Alright, let's move on to the next game. I'm having too much fun.
I came up a little short.
Oh, came up a little short. The disrespect. Alright, next we're going to be checking out Dead Space 2 Severed. Now, the thing about Dead Space 2 is, so for some reason it worked better on Intel. I was able to get a smooth, beautiful 60 FPS with the V-blank frequency at 120, like I've been showing you guys. I don't know what it is with AMD, but for some reason I can't get it to be as smooth. If you look at a previous video of mine that I made with the RPCS3 on the 1160 G7, it played great on the Razer Edge Pro. It could have something to do with the fact that I'm on Windows 11, so there's a lot of different factors that might separate, you know, this from if you have Windows 10. That could have something to do with it, because it really doesn't make sense that Dead Space 2 would be lower on the lower FPS on here. But anyway, just follow my settings for Dead Space 2 if you want to play Severed. That would be the only reason why you would play it on PS3 emulator and not just play it on PC, which plays so much smoother and, you know, without issues. Severed was a DLC that only existed on consoles, so in order to play Severed you have to emulate it. So I have relaxed Z-code, just to keep in mind. We're using VSync because of the herky-jerkiness, and multi-threaded RSX, which automatically disables vertex cache, and async. Everything's going to be async. We're going to go over to advanced, and I have the V-blank frequency on 120, which will push a 30 FPS game, well, in most cases to 60 FPS if the game allows. In some cases, that's just going to make the game run too fast and double speed. In some cases, it works beautifully. So let's open up Dead Space 2 Severed and start that up and see if it performs the way it performed when I was trying this offline. Again, you guys can go in my past videos. I think I did a live stream of PS3 emulation running on the 1GX Pro, the 1160 G7, and this game played better. So it just goes to show, I mean, different factors will cause different issues. If you have issues running PS3 games, just send me a PM or inbox on the Discord, or however to contact me. They'll always contact me, and I'll be happy to try to help you troubleshoot it. If you went through my settings and stuff didn't work. So I've already installed Severed. If you need to know how to install DLC, there's a lot of videos on that. But Severed is a DLC campaign. When you go to new game, once you install DLC, Severed will be available. And honestly, that's the only reason why I would play it on the PS3 emulator, because it plays at a solid, smooth, and beautiful 60 FPS on the PC version of this. So, all right, let's see how the gameplay is. Unfortunately, I can't skip the movie clip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this till it gets near gameplay. Then again, this movie clip is not very long. Look at all those life bars going down. People are getting destroyed.
Fuck.
No, Mr. Weller, she is not available. I cannot simply get her out of a fertility examination.
Computer locate rig 784283.
Disrespect.
Override. Authorization Gabe Weller. Tango Beta 3.
Sir, you cannot do that. You can't interrupt.
He said, I'm done with you. Disrespect.
I'm going to... Gabe, what are you doing
Honey,
here?
listen to me very carefully. I need you to leave there immediately and head straight for our shuttle.
What? Why?
Just what the hell is going on here? You can't just interrupt a
It's
session.
back. Back. Don't tell anyone. Just get moving.
Gabe, you're scaring
Don't
me.
argue. Just get to our shuttle now.
This isn't happening. Something happening.
Listen. Get out there now. Oh, God. Oh, shit.
So as you see, the frame rate
Willard, get your
is
ass
up and
out
down.
of there. I don't want your wife crying about how I left your goddamn body in the mines. Now move it.
Aye, Colonel.
As you can
Just
see,
take care of her if I don't make it.
as you can see, it's up and down. On Intel, the 1160 G7, I was getting a very smooth, beautiful 60 FPS this entire DLC. So I was pleasantly shocked that it's going crazy, going down to 18, 21. And this is a higher TDP than the 1GX Pro. But I still wanted to show gameplay anyway, just in case people were looking to play Dead Space 2 Severed. It's not unplayable, but it's pretty sporadic. And I've tried multiple settings. This is actually the smoothest, believe it or not, that I was able to get. Oh yeah, and it also has some kind of sound jittering issue, and that I remember seeing that on the Intel version as well. So that's not nothing new. But as you can see, it's not really smooth as it should be. But it is playable. You know what? One thing I didn't try is play an OpenGL, but it seems like Vulkan is the right answer for the PS3 emulator because OpenGL doesn't appear to work well on any game that I've tried. So I don't think I've tried this in OpenGL yet. Look, and then we're at 60 over here. So it's like certain areas it's like dropping. I just saw a wild clicker. Clicking. Twitching. What's that noise? I don't want to walk into any bombs. Try to get to the next area and see if the FPS changes. Hopefully you guys can see. I know it's a dark game. Oh, they gave me a flamethrower. Ho ho. Okay. Let's run over here. You know, if they're giving you a door, that means something secret over here. Oh look, it's back to 60. What the hell? Now, if only the entire game plays like this, then we're good to go. Look, as soon as I turned around, it dropped down, and it's up and down. A little disappointed in playing this way. But if you don't have no choice and you only have the AMD version, then this is what happens. But it could be the fact that this is Windows 11. It has a lot to do with it. But so far, this is one of the only games that's actually doing this on the PS3 emulator that played better on Intel so far. I'm actually been seeing improvements on the AMD versus the 1160, but I don't think I did any 1165 gameplay, so. See a wild animal over there. Good morning, sir. So you can't really enjoy it like this. Uh-oh. It's too weird. Look, 13 FPS. For the most part, actually, the sound was fixed a lot more. But yeah, for all I know, it could be a simple fix. Like I said, these settings, you know, you start off with them and then you can change some things around. Hey, let me know if you decide to figure out a way to get this working well. But it works well on my GX Pro, and my GX Pro is only 1160 G7, so, uh-oh. except for the sound. Shit. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh. Can we talk about this? Can we have an adult conversation about this? Oh. 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 Forgot how scary this damn game is. Especially when you're lagging. Don't be running towards me, sir. Don't be running towards me. No, run! Oh! Press the wrong button. Anyways, let's move on to the next game. Alright, let's check out Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Okay. I don't believe this came out for PC. No, it didn't. So this is like a console exclusive thing. So you want to keep everything the same. This is safe auto. Okay. Go to GPU. We're on Vulkan as usual. I have it on precise Z code, which is the default. I don't have any of this checked. Just async multi-threaded. I didn't see a reason to check any of that because it seemed to work so well. Everything else is normal. Nothing there. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing checked off. Okay. So I wonder if all of that's normal, why do I have a custom thing for it? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So let's check out Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and see how that runs. Now, the only thing I can tell you about the Intel version, I don't know. I had a relatively old version. I haven't updated the RPCS3 emulator. But I remember with Tiger Lake, I was getting a lot of weird artifacts, shadowy artifacts on some PS3 games. And sometimes it did it and sometimes it did not. That's non-existent here on the AMD version. So. Now with Tekken, I think you'll have a smooth experience. The only downside is if you're loading a level for the first time, I think it'll do a few hiccups or be missing some shaders because you're doing async. Now, I'm not a Tekken player, so if I suck, I apologize.
Get ready for the next battle.
Eh?
I won't be needing assistance.
Damn. What's wrong with that man?
Round one.
So as you see, the levels loading in while we're playing. That's because we got async on. So I'm just gonna basically be button mashing, guys, because I'm more of a Street Fighter player than Tekken. Oh wow. Button mashing.
Round two.
Don't judge me.
Fight.
How you switch? What? oh, the disrespect. What? Come on, man. Why you need three people to be attacking me? What do these top buttons do? Oh, just switch? Uh-oh. Well, there you go, guys.
You win.
Button mashing for the win.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, well that was going to be a quick one. Let's see what the intro looks like. Huh? That's disrespectful, man. You be roaring at me. As you see, is basically you get a smooth performance. I would probably put VSync on though, because it does get a little bit shaky when the camera moves. Even though the frame rate stays the same, it's probably a VSync issue. Many games that are like that, we have to use VSync for. Oh, that's how you grab. Oh, what was I doing? Oh, this guy is nice. Why are you talking, bro? Anyway, let's move on to the next game. Alright, next game we're going to try is Dot Hack Versus. So, with Dot Hack Versus, a little background, is a Japanese exclusive PS3 only game, if I'm not mistaken. And the only way to play it pretty much on PC is to play it on the PS3 emulator. Okay, so all of this is default, safe, auto, threads. We go to GPU, we're using Vulkan. Relaxed I have on, which is different. VSync is on, multi-threaded, and asynchronous texture streaming. Okay, so that's kind of important. Async, multi-threaded, like usual. And then we go to advanced. I have the V-blink frequency at 120. Don't do this if you don't want it to be moving too fast, if this is your first time playing, because it's gonna run too fast, and there's no in between either. So basically this game is the 30 FPS game. 30 FPS feels kind of sluggish and slow to me, so I usually have it up a little bit more to like 120 hertz. I think 120 hertz is actually too fast, so maybe we'll drop it down to like, I don't know, 70 hertz and see if that makes a difference. See if that's a little bit slower, because it's a little too fast for somebody that's never played this game. Oh, you can't go in between? Bastards. Alright, well, let's go to 90 hertz and see how that goes, okay? If it's running too fast, I'll play one fight, and then I'll show you guys the regular speed, and then, you know, by taking the V-blank off. So let's run a game real quick and see how that goes. Yeah, so yeah, the V-blank only works with certain games, because certain games just double the speed instead of increasing the frame rate. It'll just double the speed of the actual thing. So I think at 90 hertz the speed goes to 45 FPS, I believe, instead of 60, which I think is still a little fast. We'll need I think I would want this game to run in like 35, 40. Alright, we're gonna use the power of justice over here. Haseo. Another thing we could do is probably overclock it. That's probably the best way to do it. Overclock the See how it's kind of fast? I don't mind that though. What the? Oh, it crashed. That's a new one. Let's start that again. Alright, so the PS3 emulator just crashed, and that wasn't the emulator crashing, that was the drive disconnecting. That's why you heard that sound. So what I noticed with the AMD version of this device versus the Intel version is that these ports are a little bit loose. Let me unplug this part. These ports up top, the USB Type-C ports, they're a little loose. So any kind of move would angle the cord in such a way where it'll disconnect, which I don't like. But I did notice that. On the Intel version, it's not loose like that. But on the AMD version, if you're using an external hard drive, you're running your games from an external hard drive, it runs a little loose. So if you're playing a fighting game, which will require you to press buttons in a fast way, that could be very annoying. Alright, let's go back to the game. And I was going to destroy them anyway, so, you know. There's no way this kid was going to beat me. I have the power of justice on my side. I'm going to show you guys the power of justice.
来いよ。相手になってやるぜ。
絶対負けないぞ。
Justice! Justice!
このままじゃ。
Okay, don't calm down. Oh, I got an achievement. And I'm ending with justice. The power of justice. I will show you the power of justice. Where's my justice? Oh, come on, you know you want the power of justice. Justice! Anyway, it's not supposed to run that fast. It's supposed to run a little bit slower. But I like playing at that speed level because it actually makes it a little bit more challenging. If you want it to be regular speed, all you have to do is turn the V-blank frequency down to... It's a little bit slow to me though at 30 FPS, this game. But, I mean, that's normal speed for this game. Yeah, just turn that back down to 60, which is the default V-blank frequency. Okay? And apply, and then you'll have the regular speed. But, you know, at least it shows that the game can run at full speed without any issues. Let's see. I guess I have enough time for a few more. Don't know which one to show you guys. Let's jump to some RPGs. Let's do Star Ocean. Now, Star Ocean is funny. Ah, shit. I should have shown you guys the settings here. Star Ocean is funny. I've gotten a couple of crashes. This is not the original Star Ocean's file. As you can see, it says released by Impulse 2018. So Star Ocean, Integrity, and Faithlessness did not come out in English to the PS3. It only came out in Japan. Okay? So I have this patched version of it, which is supposed to be like an English dub patch. And I don't know what it is about it. Sometimes it crashes. Don't work. Like just now. No good. I'm trying to enjoy the game and it just crashed at the beginning. And sometimes it loads. And it has to do with loading up the emulator. So it's like I have to close out. See, stopping emulator took too long. So I have to close out and open it back up. Plus I want to show you guys the settings anyway, so that's probably for the best. Let's open this back up. No, we're not updating. Let's scroll down to Star Ocean, Integrity, and Faithlessness so I can show you guys my settings so that if you get it to work, it should be fine. I mean, it worked on the first try, usually after loading up the emulator. When I play other stuff, I then try it. For some reason, it just crashes in the beginning. I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay, so I have safe, SPU, load, block size, auto. This is all basic, general stuff. We got Vulcan. Precise accuracy I have on. Probably should put it on relaxed. Okay, because relaxed is supposed to run the fastest. I haven't really had much speed issues with this. If this will click on the thing. Guess I gotta use the old pin. Relaxed. Okay, so we want to keep that on relaxed because this game has like a speed issue. It's not 100% compatible with this emulator, to my knowledge. VSync, multi-thread RSX, asynchronous texture streaming, async. Go over to advanced. Make sure this is on 120 hertz. I don't think it makes a difference if I remember correctly. I don't know. I tried this a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I don't remember. I think the game is just locked at 30 FPS either way. But let's try it out. And if it crashes again, then that would suck. Because I can't edit that out. I'm not an editor. So we'll just move on. And we'll not speak of this again. But no, when it did work, it was playing pretty well. You know, just has to get past the loading trophies thing. For some reason, that's like a thing that freezes it sometimes. Can't explain it. Damn, so I'm not going to be able to show this running. Looks like it crashed again. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm not even going to add this to the list of games that are showing gameplay for. I'm just going to skip that one entirely. Last of Us is the same way. I can get it to load sometimes, and then sometimes it's just black screen of death. Those two games I haven't figured out. Lollipop Chainsaw plays like crap on AMD for some unknown reason, but it played fine on the Intel, old Intel that I have. Resistance 2 is an exclusive, so it would be nice to try that out. Now I set this up a little while ago, guys, so I don't remember the exact settings, so we're going to try it out right here. Resistance 2. Okay, so I have everything basically default here. GPU, I have on precise. VSync. I don't have multi-threaded on. I could probably get away with doing that. Matter of fact, I don't know if I optimized it on this, because I would have put multi-threaded on. Alright, let's try Resistance 2 with multi-threaded and relaxed Z-call accuracy. And VSync should be on, yep. Some of this is set up from the Intel side. Then I just carried it over. Sometimes you click on it and then nothing happens with the pen when it comes to PS3 games. They want you to use your finger. Use your finger! Booting another game. No. Okay, no, it was just crashed. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, the PS3 emulator is not the best in the world, unfortunately. You're going to run into a lot of issues. But when it does, when you do get the game to start running it, you know, stuff starts playing. For the most part, stuff plays well. I just threw a whole bunch of PS3 exclusives or console exclusives on here so we can check it out. Resistance 2 is one of the games I'm not sure how well it's going to run or how good or bad it's going to run. But I guess we'll find out one way or the other. On Intel, I couldn't really run it either, so this will be an experiment. Alright. Alright, we're getting like 40 FPS on the main screen. Let's try this this mode first. This is actually a multiplayer mode, but sometimes you become a rogue bastard and try to do it on your own, which is nearly impossible since you can't hear yourself unless you're the healer.
Salvage Team Foxtrot with KIA while recovering green tech somewhere in this area. You'll find that tech before the Chimera's sending command units to retrieve it. The gray tech we're looking for is somewhere in that area. Search the alleys. Should be close by.
Alright, so it looks like we're getting around 30 FPS here. Plus or minus. It goes up depending on where you look. So we look at the wall, we're at 50. So, don't know that that's really going to be useful. Some graphical glitches.
Incoming Grims.
Uh-oh. Don't do it, man. Barely playable, guys. It's a bit too laggy for me. Calm down, man. Can it be played? Sure, but is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. I can barely aim. Uh-oh. In this game, you got to be able to aim. If you can't aim, no good. If you're a hipfire warrior, it's not going to work. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm out of bullets. Why am I out of bullets? Uh-oh. See, it's way too laggy. When you zoom in, it gets worse. Anyway, that's resistance, guys. Yeah. Yeah. And where's the hiding guy? Huh? I really wanted this to be playable, too. I'm very disappointed. I'm having too much fun with it too. Stick your head out again. I dare you. Anyway, maybe campaign will play better, so let's check out campaign. I hope it's not a long, unskippable movie clip. Oh look, I'm almost level 2. How about that? Anyway, I love that mode. It's just, you need like at least a second player. How do I go back? Campaign. Continue. Huh, I played campaign? Why the line? Oh, you know what? This is carried over from... So this is almost just as bad. It just has a lot more post effects going on. Where am I supposed to go? Actually, this is playing better than multiplayer. Anyway, that's enough of this. Alright, we're going to be checking out Tales of Xillia 2. This I optimized, I remember doing it, and it was fine. Nothing checked here, nothing different here, just async. Okay, and then we go to advanced, and we're at 60. And I believe the game runs natively at 60 FPS. So I don't think we need to add V-Blink. Tales of Xillia 2 just crashed the whole emulator. What the hell? But as I said, guys, you know, PS3 emulator is a little buggy. But what can you do? This worked fine before. Yeah, that's what was supposed to happen. So using the PS3 emulator is like trying to get games to run on Intel. PC games to run on Intel. It's hit and miss. That's why probably you don't see too many videos about it. But these were all requested at some point, and I'm sorry it took so long to get to them. Okay, so this is Tales of Xillia 2. I believe this is a PS3 exclusive. Let's check that out. And this is actually the first time I've seen the device running this hot. We're at 80 degrees. I guess from all the PS3 gaming. $70, 78, 80 degrees. Okay, now I have a save file on here. Okay, so this game you're not going to have any issues playing. It's going to run smooth 60 FPS. Let's see if I remember how to play it.
Okay.
Only issue you have is the shakiness of the camera sometimes. But that's how you rock. Disintegrate! Again, my freaking thing unplugged. See, it just hangs out. Like, it's annoying. Anyway, the game plays fine. I guess we'll move. That means we'll move on to the next game. I'm running out of time on my recording anyway. All right. But yeah, this drive, this port is like very loose. I don't know if it's both ports or just this port. But for my next video, if I'm going to do something from the USB, I'm just not going to use the right port. And I've had the 1165 much longer, and I haven't had that problem. So, all right, let's see here. Let's go for Asura's Wrath. Did I optimize that? I don't think I did yet. We can do that in the next video. Let's do Tales of Graces F. And then we'll do Stranglehold. And then I guess that'll be it. Yeah, that's the only thing about having, you know, playing games from the drive. Unless you have it fixed to the back, the wire is moving a lot. And that's a no good. No good, my friend, no good. As soon as you move it a little bit, it disconnects. Alright, so now, Tales of Graces F, right?
This isn't a good idea.
The game runs at 60 FPS.
Yeah, take that.
The game runs at 60 FPS, but here's the thing. It looks good on the during battle. However, in the field, it's moving too fast. If you want to play this game at 60 FPS, okay? See, I didn't show you guys the settings. I'll show you afterwards. I have the V blank frequency at 120, right? What you'll want to do is leave the V blank frequency at 60, and then the whole game will run at 30 FPS. Because as you can see, 60 FPS doubles the speed, but when you're in battle, it plays normally. It's just smoother. But this will actually be useful getting around in the field, because it's just a whole bunch of running around. But if you want to slow down your whole circle, or B, and he'll walk slower.
This isn't a good idea.
Whoa!
Dodge.
No! Yeah! No! No! You did it! Close call!
Movie clips will also run much smoother, and but it'll be a little bit too fast. So if you want to avoid that altogether, then just put the V-blink frequency back to normal. Let me do one more battle.
Are we really gonna do this? No!
Oop, oop, oop. Wrong button.
Yeah, take that! All right, we did it!
Alright, so you're not going to have any issues playing Tales of Graces F. If you want to move slower, just do that. If you want to move fast, just do that. You'll get through the forests and stuff faster. There's no bike in this game. So actually, I like playing it like this. Strangely enough. Alright, so let me show you guys the settings and what I told you I switched off.
What's wrong? There's someone here.
In this game, the movie clips, unless it's a movie clip like this, you press the button and the talking will continue. So you won't miss anything from them talking a little bit too fast. Alright, let me show you guys the settings first, because I didn't get a chance to do that first. Let's see here. GPU, precise. I have VSync on because it was a little shaky. Advanced, 120 V-blink. So you just want to reset the V-blink to 60, which is the original, and then you won't have to worry about speed and running around like madman. But like I said, I prefer that. Let's try Stranglehold. Stranglehold, I believe, came out for PC at one point. Actually booted it by accident. I was trying to show you guys the settings. Alright, so for Stranglehold, we have relaxed, okay, Z-call accuracy, multi-threaded, and V-sync on with asynchronization. Advanced, 120 Hz V-blink. Okay, should be good to go. Now Stranglehold is a 30 FPS game. We're using V-blink 120 to make it more smooth, like 60 FPS. I don't remember if it works or not. I guess we'll find out. Sorry I didn't want this video to stretch as long as it did. But I haven't made any videos in a long time, so I guess this will compensate. Try to get a lot of these PS3 games in there. It might actually still be 30 FPS. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I don't think V-blink makes a difference. It's just a 30 FPS game. So I used to like this game. This was one of my first PS3 games when I first got the PS3. This and Resistance.
Curious about your missing cop? Send one man to Kowloon Square. Find the Golden Rabbit. One man, 1 hour.
One man? It's a trap, Captain.
I walk in there, my cover's blown.
And there'll be 2 missing cops. Relax, everybody. This guy doesn't give us orders. I'm not sending in one man. I'm sending in a whole SWAT team.
No, you are not.
You're not giving orders either, Tequila.
We got a missing cop.
Tequila.
And only one lead. You send in the SWAT. The lead dies or disappears.
One guy'd be crazy to go in there.
You used to be that crazy guy, Jerry. What happened? If I was that missing cop, I hope one of us would want to go. Don't send anyone, Captain. They just get in my way.
Tequila, don't. It's a setup.
I hope so. I hate to think they were wasting our time.
Tequila, get back here.
Tequila. Tequila, give me a shot. Tequila don't know how to cross the street. Say, I want to look cool while I'm crossing the street. Shit. Huh? Alright, here we go. Let me remember how to fight. Dive and shoot. Okay. Simple enough. Now let's do this. Come on, can't I dive over the table? There we go. Yeah, how about that? Nobody saw that Matrix coming. I played Dead to Rights, okay? I actually don't mind playing this in 30 FPS. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Taking care of business. Taking care of business out here in these silly streets of Hong Kong. Huh? Okay. Look at my phone. Okay. Guy rocking a cell phone in the 90s. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Well, had to shoot you in the nerds. There we go. Jumping all over the garbage and everything. Like homeless Ed. Anyway, as you guys can see, the game works pretty fine. You can have fun doing bullet time. Or you could just walk up to somebody and shoot them in the face. But yeah, definitely make sure you put VSync on, otherwise it gets really shaky. But it's a pretty fun game if you never played it before. Tequila bomb. Eh? I probably should have read that. I probably should have read that. Anyway, I'll do one more game and then we're gonna move on to, I guess we go to another video after this. Alright, we're gonna do Drakengard 3. I believe I optimized this on the GX Pro. I didn't optimize it on this device, so it might be default. 240 Hertz at 130%. The hell was I doing? Alright, let's just try this. Let's try these settings, and if it doesn't work, I'll optimize it in front of you guys, since this is, like I said, it's set up for the GX Pro. Let's put that on, VSync, and see how that goes. I don't know why I have it like that. 240 Hertz at 130. It must have run slow as hell on the GX Pro. Alright, let's try that out and see how that goes. I don't think Drakengard 3 is higher than 60 FPS, higher than 30 FPS. So I don't know why I have 240 Hertz on the V-Blank and overclocking the CPU. I mean, overclocking the PS3 emulator. But I never loaded it on AMD, so it might take a few minutes. I'm just gonna pause it because it has to. When you're loading it for the first time, it has to do the shader preload. So I'm gonna pause this for a sec, and we'll get back to it. All right, so the game has started. Let's see what I did here. What sort of strange combination of settings that I had here last year. So the fact that the PS3 file system is overclocking, it must have ran a little slow.
What now? Can I go find a bush?
But that was on Intel, and a very old Intel at that. So we might not even need to go through all that. Any unsent files will be lost. Da, da, da. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is see how it runs, and then pause it, re-optimize it. I'll show you guys what I did, because it might run too fast. That's what I predict. I have it set up for running at 1160 G7, not 1165 either. I haven't tried this on there. Okay, I understand why I did that now. I understand why I did that now, because I wanted to overclock it because the game is running too slow. And I wanted to give it the illusion that it's running at close to 60 FPS. Oh, it just went up to 60 FPS. So V-blank frequency works. That's what it looked like to me. Unless it's because I put the speed up. Anyway, like I said, I set this up on the GX Pro, which is 1160 G7. Looks like it's mostly running at 60 FPS, except when there's a lot of enemies on the screen. Maybe I was onto something. It's playing pretty damn smooth. But I don't see why it shouldn't play like this if I just increase the V-blank. It could be that the it could be that the V-blank just didn't work. In which case, turning the V-blank frequency is a waste of time.
Shall we tell them? They seem genuinely cute.
Why bother? They're about to die.
As you can see, the speed is up, so the voices are cutting off too. I think the main thing was just to increase the speed. I don't think the V-blank frequency has anything to do with this. It's probably a locked at 30 FPS game. Or, you know, what could have happened also is that the game actually works with V-blank now, and I had a really old version of because it's exactly at 60. I mean, there's no way I could have calculated that correctly. So it must be the V-blank doing something. Alright. Let me close this out and try a few things, and then I can get a better optimization for you guys. Hold on. Alright, so I ran a few tests, so it is just as I thought. During the time that I optimized it back on the 1160 G7 about a year ago, V-blank didn't do anything. It was still locked at 30 FPS, but V-blank increases it to maximize at 60 FPS at 120. So what we'll do is we'll scratch that old setup. Just put 120 V-blank frequency. Don't increase the clock speed of the PS3. Just leave it like that. And then what I would recommend doing is going over to GPU, selecting multi-thread RSX and asynchronous texture streaming and VSync, and putting this on relaxed. And that's pretty much it. Everything else should be normal, and it should run as smooth as possible. Now, it's going to be a little sporadic, but it won't be, you know, under 30 FPS. It will generally run between 30 and 60, and depending on what's going on. I noticed, like, with this game, it has a Warriors style, a Dynasty Warrior style, how to say this, where it loads in people that are nearby and enemies, just like Dynasty Warriors does. And when there's too many enemies on the screen, it'll get slower. So that's basically what's gonna happen here. Let me get to gameplay for you guys real quick. Yeah, because I knew, I was like, wait a minute, this is exactly at 60 FPS. That means V-blink frequency is doing its job. I'm like, so why do I have the speed increased? So I knew something was wrong. Anyway, so we should be good now. It'll be mostly, as you can see, like 30 and up. The only time it'll drop is like when there's so much going on. It'll average between, I guess, 40 and 60 when there's not much on the screen. When there's a lot of characters loading on the screen, that's when it'll drop a little bit. As you can see, it's trying to stay at 60 FPS. But that's better than being locked at 30. And I wouldn't mind if it was locked at 30 if it wasn't so shaky. With VSync on, it's really shaky. And apparently explosion effects cause some frame drops as well. It's not going to be perfect. Oh yeah, I forgot I have triangle.
Peaceful. What kind of crap are they teaching you people these days?
Find it! Get a medic! This crazy encoder's gonna kill us all!
Sure, why not? I haven't killed any medics yet.
We're all going to die. Keep it up!
Get out of my way, damn it!
Be calm, Zero. Anger will only slow you soon.
Look, I know that. It's just... forget it.
You still alive, sir?
Where the hell are my sisters?
Are you certain about this, Zero? About slaying all the intoners?
Of course. Why else would I be stabbed everywhere? What's this thing?
It's no human, and yet not quite a beast.
Oh, counter! Oh, I got a trophy. A wild trophy appeared.
Crafty little bastards.
R1 to evade. I'd rather parry. Evades for the weak. Triangle. Okay. I was trying to parry all that. I missed. And why my dragon didn't help? He's sitting there on his ass.
Zero, go! Defeat your sisters!
No! You don't have the strength for this!
These puppets are no match for a dragon.
Fine. Just don't die on me.
And then he died. Nah, it's not. I don't know.
Farewell.
Is it fool? What is this disrespect?
All of you. Women, children, the elderly. It doesn't matter. If you stand in my way, you're gonna die. If that's what you want, then get in line.
Don't get yourself killed on my account.
Damn it, no! Take your positions. Stand strong.
Out of my way!
Don't let her through.
No! Here, use mine. You young recruits must live to fight another day.
Fall back! Everyone fall back!
What? We abandon our post. The intoners will be in danger.
You think I give a shit right now? Snap out of it, you pathetic craven! You're a soldier!
Strong. At this rate, she's gonna reach the intoners soon.
Never. We must protect them with our lives. How can we stand against the intoner and the dragon?
You shield-wielding bastard.
All men, take position! Attack!
This world can't survive without intoners. If we want the good intoners to live, then the traitor's blood must die.
Shut up with the bullshit already.
It's Zero! Zero the Betrayer!
Get the hell out of my way!
Zero the Betrayer! Anyway, you know what? I don't think I did Persona, but I mean, we did videos on Persona already. You know that's going to work well on this. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. I apologize for taking so long to make this video. Got a lot going on, and hopefully I can squeeze a lot of extra time in this week to put some more videos together. Alright, catch you guys later.